So in the launch itself, there's different ways to do it. There's different ways to promote it, to open it up to, but that really is an area that it helps to have somebody teaching you, giving you advice, helping you out on, because it's almost like an entirely different learning curve. It's totally different than writing a book. This is a specialized form of marketing.
Well, the only thing about it that I see that's really, it's just like a restaurant starting a day, you know, starting their shop.
Exactly.
They've done all this work beforehand. It's taken them almost a year a lot of times for them to open the door. They finally open the door 6 to 9 months or whatever later. Now they've got a launch that they've started. And your marketing system, I mean, looking at your marketing system, let's put that slide up real quick, because your marketing system is very thorough. I mean, anything you want to talk about on the marketing system?
Well, there are a lot of different ways to market. And there's so many ways that are helpful with the internet, but sometimes people concentrate so much on one particular area, on one particular thing, and sometimes they're just wasting their time, frankly. Sometimes, depending on their book, and especially depending on who their target is, they need to focus on where the group of people they're trying to reach gathers. And how do they approach those people? How do they become their friends? The old saying, you have to get people to know, like, and trust you, applies to authors.
But the one thing about your system that I really appreciate is that, yes, it looks like just a lot of work, and it is, okay? But you're actually hitting all of the different pieces of the puzzle. You know what I'm saying? Because you've got different things like speaking and radio and TV and paper and, you know, blog posts and distribution, and then you're getting out there, you're doing all the pieces. And it is a lot of work to sell a lot of books, isn't it?
My friend J. Conrad Levinson, the Guerrilla Marketing, he sold 22 million copies of that. And in it, he has 200 different ways of marketing, 200 methods of marketing. But Jay says, don't try to do all 200. Find out which of those weapons, what are the best 4 or 5 for you. And so we like to help people consider that and find out for their book, for their audience, what are the most effective, powerful ways to reach their audience.
So somebody's got a book in them. What do you want to say to them now?
Well, to begin with, I love to share. I love to teach. Go to morepowertopublish.com. And we'll share more information with you. I'll give as much information as I can. And if they can come to the conference in Irvine, California on May 17, 18, and 19, that would be wonderful. If not, we'll share as much as we can from the conference.
Well, and then even beyond that, you're going to be doing these a couple of times a year.
Yes.
Dallas is one area for, I guess, in the fall. And then here, and then in Irvine. Forgive me out there in Irvine. But I will tell you that you should go to his workshop. I went to one last year, loved it, loved connecting with Bob. Integrity beyond reason, which is always fun. But go to morepowertopublish.com. This is Pat Dewar. The Business Spotlight is where business owners get to tell their story into the marketplace and then be published all over the world and the other methods that we use. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you next time.
You can become a published author. Discover a system that will lead you from idea to having your book on the bookshelves. Bob Baer pulls back the curtain at the More Power to Publish workshop. Watch and learn how to follow the step-by-step plan to turn your idea into a published book. Learn more at morepowertopublish.com.